Good afternoon, Donis here. I just got off the gym and I'm back home. Not a bad day. It's pretty toasty today though. I thought there was a cold front coming in, but I guess not. Or at least maybe it's a little bit chilly in the morning, but right now it's like 100. It feels like 100 and something outside. So there's that. Um, well, my day off is not too bad today. I uh I went to get an inspection for my truck, but I couldn't get the renewed tag because the system was down at the location. So I'm gonna have to go back next week. Hopefully the system's up by then. But the thing is with that, I got the inspection done, so I can just, on my day off next week, just show up with everything, and then just get the new tag, and then just put it on my other vehicle, and just go from there. Um, so I know in my previous video, I talked about the upgrading everything. So with like the Apple products, so I plan on pre-ordering it tomorrow. I've never pre-ordered before, like a phone, so I'm gonna have to mess with that tomorrow morning because that should be available at pre-order 5 a.m. tomorrow. Um, and then I put it myself like as an authorized individual in my dad's plan because I'm still under his plan. So after I pre-order everything, probably sometime at work, I'll call AT&T. That's the provider we have, and just kind of verify, like, hey, does it show I'm authorized? Like, can I just show up next Friday with my ID and then just, train in my phone, do all the transfer stuff in the office without having my dad to be present? It's like that, just to make sure, because they don't close till 8, and I get off at 6. So depending on where I'm at, either Saturday or Friday, hopefully Friday, right? I'm in the Round Rock area. I can, after work, just head straight over there and just do the trade and stuff. Because I don't think they open till they open late, like at 10. Um, but it's like fine for me because when I get off, I still have plenty of time to show up and do what I need to do, right? Uh, so I'm a weak man. I ordered me the AirPods Pro 3. I know I said I was like, it's not really worth the upgrade. But like for me now that I'm like dealing with like selling my stuff on Facebook Marketplace, I'm like, I could sell my AirPods Pro 2 and it covers most of the costs of the Pros 3. So it's like for me, instead of being like 250, right? It's only going to be like $100. Of course, what depending on what I can sell my Pros 2 for. But either way, in hindsight, like if it doesn't work out, I can always, like, I ordered them from Amazon. If they don't work, I can always return them, right? Or not work, but if I don't like them, or I mean, it's one of those things. Like once you have your product in your hands, you're probably going to keep it. Simple as that, right? Um, I ordered the case for it, and then I did order the case. I don't know if I mentioned, I did order the case for my Pro Max 17 as well. So I should have those next week. So pretty much once I get them. Well, granted though, I don't know if they're going to be in stores for. I mean, they should be in stores next Friday, right? Because the pre-order is tomorrow, and they should arrive on the 19th next Friday. So I'm sure. I don't know about the AirPods, but at least the phone should be there on Friday, right? And like I said, if I do go Friday or maybe Saturday, it's gonna be in the afternoon. So like inventory wise, they should have it, at some point that day. So, but I'm a weak man because like it was like going back and forth. Like, is it like for me? For my initial reaction, it wasn't worth it. But then I've been seeing some reviewers talk more about it since the event, and what the heck? This tow truck just ran the red light. Like, must been he must have been on the phone or something. But I was like, look, sure the benefits are like small. I mean, they said 2 times what do you call it, noise cancellation. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like considering that I'm gonna sell mine, I mean, the cost is just like, well, I'm only really spending realistically from what I may sell it versus what I pay for it, maybe like $100. So it's like the thing is, they're not, seeing how Apple releases their products now, it's like every 3 years. So I'm like, well, I'll just keep mine for these 3 years and may upgrade again in 3 years. But it's not like every year. Like the phone stuff. Like for me, because I know like on the trade-in on AT&T, there's I guess there's like a plan or subscription. Why not? It's like $10 a month, and it allows you to like upgrade early. But for me, I'm coming from the 13 to the 17, like I get the camera control, which granted I might not really use that. The dynamic island plus the AI features, the camera. I mean, and I don't know, like the $10, because the thing is, like, well, I'm going to be paying. I mean, I might ask, but it's like paying $10 a month, knowing that, well, with Apple, you can't really upgrade till next year. It doesn't really make sense because you're going to spend, if it's a 12-month period, you're going to spend $120 for nothing really, right? There's no benefit. Like if it was $1, okay, but like $10, like what? Like that makes no sense. Like paying $10 a month, knowing that you can't really upgrade. Like the only thing is, unless that plan, like I don't know much, and I'll ask them. But like if you don't start off with the plan, like you can't add the plan on later on. You have to have the plan in the beginning, otherwise you can't add it on later on. So I don't know, but like for me, I'm like, because I was looking, I was looking through my family plan. I saw my mom, my brother has it. I'm like, well, my brother about to pay off, but like, like I feel like they tack that on without knowing. So like my dad's been pretty much paying like $10 a month for my family without really for nothing. It was pretty much giving money away for free to AT&T because it was like my mom's not going to be upgrading every year. Like it's going to be every couple of years, whatever the case may be. And like that, and the crazy thing, I think me and my brother were on the same thing too. So I could have upgraded way earlier, because my phone's probably been paid off for some time now. So I could have upgraded way earlier. It just one of those like, okay, well, now it is what it is. But that's why I'm like, I don't think like for me going from the 17 to the 18, and like it's gonna be very minuscule. Plus, I don't have to spend money on a new case, unless the case is compatible. But if it's not, then it's like like I gotta spend $10 a month plus a new case. Like for me, I don't feel like the benefits there really. I don't know. I mean, unless it's a thing where it's like, you know, you have to have a certain amount to pay to be able eligible. I don't know how's the deal. Like you can tack it on later, and because like wouldn't it make sense to kind of like tack it on months or like the month before the let's say for me Apple, the new Apple products released, or if that doesn't work, like or qualified like a few months prior, then it's like, well, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I don't feel like that plan makes sense really. But I mean, I'm sure it works for some people, but I don't know. For us, that doesn't work out. So I don't know. But I'll ask probably Friday when I call in about it. But no, it just uh, you know, uh, patience isn't my strong suit. All right, because it's like, yeah, I could wait 3 years and I'll get the AirPods 4, but it's like, why not sell now, buy now, and utilize the new product for 3 years versus waiting? And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Like if I wasn't selling it, And keeping the product, yeah, like spending 250 plus, with tax doesn't sound worth it. But it's like, but if I can probably get most of that back from selling my current ones, yeah, I mean, it just makes sense to do that. Really, like get the latest tech. Like, and yeah, a lot of people don't for sure don't need a new phone, just new products, right? Like for me on my phone, like I was fine with the Pro. Like I like the 16 Pro Max. I was thinking about it, but like to see what was going to be included. But when their main thing was the AI stuff, I'm like, eh, I'm not really like, you know, there was no history with it, right? Like sure it was Apple, but Apple with AI, like this was a new thing. There was no history with it, so that's why I was like, one thing the 16 they were advertising was just the AI. Like that was the big selling point. I'm like, that's not really worth it. And now new design, the vapor cooling, with the camera upgrade, it just makes perfect sense for me to upgrade. And I probably wouldn't upgrade till I don't know. They're talking about the on the 20th, like the 20th. I don't know about 20th anniversary, but like they may have a special edition phone. I don't know. There's probably gonna be a big leap, probably like iPhone 20. So I may upgrade to that, but that's gonna be several years out. So, but as you can probably tell, I got home, so I'll call it here till tomorrow. Probably discussing about how my conversation went with AT&T. So, uh, let me know if you were interested in buying any Apple products or just any new products coming out. Till tomorrow. Take care.